What's up everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video. During the last part, we saw the conclusion to the Buu saga, also leaving off on an interesting cliffhanger. So Goku, Gohan, and Goten still have their tails. And instead of just removing them, there's actually an opportunity for these three to embrace that side of them. What will they be able to do with Great Ape, if anything? Well, we'll be covering that in this video and more. For this part, let's set a like goal of 3,000 likes. Once we hit that, I'll continue with another part to the series. Anyways, let's pick it from here. With Gohan now as a Great Ape, Goten and Goku know what to do. There's no time better than the present. They ask the Kais if they could do this here, and they say as long as the planet isn't destroyed, it's okay. But this planet's very resilient, it should be able to handle it, just like the battle with Buu. Although they are a bit concerned. Even if Great Ape isn't as strong as their Super Saiyan forms, there's still the fact that it's really strong. Especially in the hands of someone like Gohan. Completely uncontrolled as well. Goku and Goten are able to easily fight Gohan in this form. I mean, they just need Super Saiyan really. His strength isn't an issue for them, rather the fact that he can't control it. And that's why this is the perfect opportunity. They're not going to be risking Earth by having him train with this. And if they could figure out the secret to controlling this form with Gohan, maybe they could do it for themselves as well. It's not too hard to subdue the Great Ape. Vegeta and Nappa even offer tips. So they could use brute force, but there's also the fact that maybe Goku can get through to him. Gohan may be able to recognize Goku. So try and utilize that as well. And it doesn't take too long for them to figure out a way to do this. Not only is Gohan completely subdued by their powers, but Goku is also able to get through to him. Even through the sheer rampage, Gohan is able to recognize Goku and Goten, briefly snapping out of it and gaining some sort of control over himself. And it's a strange feeling. He now is actually somewhat controlled, I guess. And he's in this form, it feels strange, but he realizes who he is, where he is, and what's going on. He's not completely berserk. This is huge. It's just like Goten was trying to say before. Who knows? Maybe they could use this somehow to get some new powers. Get control over Great Ape, combine it with Super Saiyan maybe. Yeah, it seems like a long shot, but they will try it. It's better to get control over Great Ape because otherwise, well, it would be bad whenever they look at the moon. They figured out ways around it by now, but by controlling it like this, maybe they could just get around the fact of transforming in general. Really, they're mostly doing this for convenience, but also the fact that they could probably get stronger from it too. Who knows though, that remains to be seen. But while they're here, they ask Gohan to try that. Power up into Super Saiyan while he's a Great Ape. He does so, and the results are kind of disastrous. His power soars tremendously, and once again, he does lose control. But this time it's going to be tougher to stop him because he now has the power of Super Saiyan and Great Ape combined. It's not just one of them. So as a Golden Great Ape, he's unstoppable. Goku and Goten are able to fight him off though. With their combined strength and the fact that Gohan's fighting blindly, they just have to repeat the process of what they just did before. Although, this transformation also had an unintended side effect. With that great power, someone else takes notice of this transformation. The fight between Goku, Goten, and Gohan continues. And at some point, they're finally able to get Gohan to snap out of it again. It is a lot tougher this time, but he gains control, and something really strange starts happening. Well, two strange things start happening. For one, Gohan gets control over this form and starts shrinking down. But at the same time, two people teleport into the planet, completely unannounced, and as for everyone else, they can't even sense them. Goku's focus is diverted from Gohan to these two people, and then back to Gohan, and then back to these two. Two huge things are happening at once and he doesn't even have a clue of what's going on. Nor does anyone else really. Before these two mysterious people introduce themselves, they say they're just gonna watch for a bit. Gohan continues shrinking down, and eventually returns to a humanoid form, although he looks very different from his base. He didn't de-transform, he transformed. This seems to be a completely new power. The power of a Great Ape and Super Saiyan together. He looks completely different, and they have no clue of what he's unlocked. And Gohan's also confused because he sees these two other people here. And they finally introduce themselves, Beerus and Whis. Beerus was awakened by that huge power surge from Gohan. It was so incredibly powerful that it was able to wake him up. And now seeing this form, there's no other way around it. This has to be a Super Saiyan God. But he doesn't sense any divine ki coming off of Gohan. Whoa, wait. Super Saiyan God? This is the power of Great Ape and Super Saiyan. Oh, interesting, so this isn't that form. Well, it does look a little bit primal. Maybe Beerus jumped the gun a bit. But he does know one thing, it's powerful, and he wants to fight this Saiyan. Maybe he could be the Super Saiyan God. Well, who knows though, apparently this form isn't godly, but it definitely is strong. Everybody is completely lost right now, but once Beerus catches them all up to speed, yeah, they'll fight Beerus. Much earlier on in the story, Battle of Gods begins in a much different format too. Beerus faces Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, and his power is actually pretty impressive. Even though this isn't a godly form, Beerus is having a lot of fun. He never expected to find a mortal this strong. And Whis is intrigued too. Something's weird about these three Saiyans. Of course, he knows Saiyans are naturally pretty strong, at least by mortal standards. But these three are so absurdly powerful, especially Gohan right there. And he doesn't doubt that Goku and Goten can catch up there too. The battle between Beerus and Gohan ends. And he did have a lot of fun. But he still is interested to see the Super Saiyan God. He's definitely going to keep in touch with these Saiyans. It would be great if he could just train them. Maybe that way, we could help figure out how to get Super Saiyan God. They have no Shenron here and no idea of the ritual. And Whis just theorizes maybe if they utilize this form and get some godly ki, that could lead to Super Saiyan God. But of course, they won't know until they try. Beerus turns to Gohan. Would he like to train on their planet? Well, Gohan actually does like the idea, but also he has to go back to Earth. If he can go between the places, that would be great, but he doesn't plan on staying there for a while. Although, Goku jumps at the opportunity. He'd love to do this. Well, you know what? 2's better than 1 anyways. Even if Goku is weaker than Gohan at the moment, soon enough he'll be able to unlock this form and probably something even above it. And Beerus will still have Gohan training on his planet too, so it's a win-win. Imagine that, 2 Super Saiyan gods. Vegeta and Nappa are a bit bummed because they're completely ignored. I mean, Beerus does acknowledge them, but they're clearly far behind these other Saiyans, and Whis even notes that too. No offense, that's just the way it is. With Goku going to train on Beerus' planet, especially how early on in the story he's going, and with Gohan even going there too, there's going to be some key developments. Just like how Vegeta was able to unlock Super Saiyan God by training on this planet, Goku may be able to do the same. Although at a much faster pace. This entire scenario is about him having FRIEZA'S potential. And he does grow stronger faster from training, but also another part of that is he could probably unlock transformations quicker too. And once he does get access to godly ki, that insane potential kicks in. Goku's power, just in base alone, it completely skyrockets. And eventually he is able to unlock Super Saiyan God, and this is really impressive. Beerus can't even wait any longer, and a fight immediately ensues between the two. Goku can barely control the power at first, but as the fight continues, Goku learns to control it more and more. And Beerus is actually stunned by how strong Goku got. Beerus definitely is suppressed here, but not by a significant amount. It's not like he's only using a percentage of his power. He's still using a fraction of his power, but a big chunk of it. And this is only when Goku just got Super Saiyan God. Imagine when he gets stronger. With his insane potential, that's definitely possible. He definitely needs to train Goku more. Right now, he's shaping up to be a great rival. But he could be an even greater rival, possibly even a god of destruction. Although, it doesn't seem like Goku wants to go down that path. But Beerus is going to train him for it anyways. It will help him grow a lot stronger than he is right now. Which is saying a lot because Goku's already incredibly powerful. Keep in mind this is also immediately after the Buu saga. There wasn't a short time skip in between, but rather Goku was just sent to that planet and started training immediately. So on Earth, not much is really going on. It's not like Resurrection F's going to happen yet because it's still too early. Although, training does ensue over there. Gohan continues working more with Super Saiyan 4. Of course, he does visit Beerus' planet at some points, but he doesn't actually focus on Super Saiyan God. He has godly ki, a little bit of it at least. And that boosts his power dramatically. And he focuses on Super Saiyan 4. Goten wants to get it too. Right now, Super Saiyan 3 is his max. But he could definitely go up to this too. But it also gets Vegeta and Nappa wondering, can they get Super Saiyan 4 as well? I mean, theoretically they should be able to. They just need Super Saiyan and Great Ape, both of which they already have great control over. So they'll definitely be working towards that. Years pass. And Resurrection F does happen, but it's not even funny how quickly it ends. This is actually a perfect opportunity for Goten, an opponent that he wants to face. Goten faces Frieza, alone. And Frieza laughs at the idea that he's fighting this child. But base Goten is able to keep up with Final Form Frieza, and then he goes into Super Saiyan 3. Frieza transforms into Golden, and is surprised to see that somehow he can't even face this kid. And Goten even chuckles during the battle. Super Saiyan 3 might actually be kind of overkill. But whatever, Gohan told him he needs to get rid of Frieza as quick as possible, so as much as he'd love to have fun here, he can't really stick around. And easily, Goten is able to eradicate Frieza. Nice! Vegeta and Nappa probably could have fought him too, but it's still funny to see this child defeat Frieza like that. So easily, in fact, too. To think they've come this far, where Frieza, after being revived and getting a new form and getting stronger, was somehow defeated by a young Saiyan using a third Super Saiyan form. It's crazy how much has happened since they got here. Following this, we definitely would have the Universe 6 tournament. And by now, Goku 100% has Super Saiyan Blue. He has been training on Beerus' planet for years. He would have unlocked it a while ago. Gohan is kind of intrigued, but he also focuses more on his Earth life. But even with his minimal training compared to Goku, he is still able to keep up with him somehow. He does have godly ki, which helps too. Add that with his great potential and the fact that he's focusing on Super Saiyan 4, and it seems like he's going down his own path, but still growing incredibly powerful thanks to his insane potential. Same with Goten too. He eventually would get Super Saiyan 4, but that's kind of weird to think about, because I know Goku turned into an adult when he used it, but like, he was already an adult beforehand in a kid's body? So maybe Goten would transform into an adult? Who knows? I don't care. You know what? I don't even care about the GT logic. We're just gonna have Goten turn into an adult when he turns Super Saiyan 4. It looks hilarious. And it would confuse the hell out of everybody, which is just so good. I love it. And still, one of the least crazy things in the scenario so far. Okay, but back to what I was saying. Universe 6 tournament, with Goku having Super Saiyan Blue. Wow, you know, I kind of just realized I went off on a tangent there about Super Saiyan forms. But that's because there's not too much else to cover about the Universe 6 tournament. With Super Saiyan Blue, Goku is just able to completely wash everybody. And that's without using the form 2. Base Goku alone, with no effort at all, could just wash everybody at the tournament. Except Hit. Hit might require Super Saiyan, but even that might be a little bit overboard. Once Goku figures out all the time tactics, Hit's also easy to defeat too. And Champa's amazed to see this. Why is this mortal so strong? Is he on their level? And Beerus comments on this. He definitely is. This is his rival, not just Whis' student, but a full-on rival of Beerus. They spar occasionally, like a lot. And Beerus has concluded that they are equal in power by now. And Goku is definitely growing faster. But with Beerus also training now with Goku, Beerus is growing as well. Which is interesting. Normally he was lazy before, but Goku has motivated Beerus to train, which is insane. Because Beerus was already powerful, but he's growing even stronger. It's an unexpected turn of events, and especially for Champa to hear this, he's amazed. Wow, he wonders if any Saiyans in his universe are that strong. Probably not, but it's worth wondering. They'll look into it later. And yeah, you heard me right. Beerus is training with Goku. Whis is no longer training Goku, even though he does want him to get Ultra Instinct, but that's going to be kind of hard because now he's focused on working with Beerus. They love sparring together, and both of them mutually benefit from this. And they've been doing this for years now. It's been a game to see who can get ahead of the other. With Super Saiyan Blue, at one point Goku was probably ahead of Beerus. Probably by a significant amount too. But with Beerus now training again, he's catching up. This is the rivalry he needed. It reinvigorates him. It makes everything so much more fun. Having someone this strong not just to fight, but to motivate him to grow stronger. Although, this is all a double-edged sword. In another universe, there are rumors spreading. Actually, all the universes know about it by this point. So, Champa does know this for a fact, but on GodTube, I mean, let's be honest, it's probably just like YouTube and there's probably some insane conspiracy theorists on there. And let's say on GodTube, one person, one of these crazy conspiracy theorists, suggests that there's a mortal in some universe that's stronger than a god of destruction. And it's not like the rumors about Universe 11, this one actually has more weight to it. Universe 7 apparently has a mortal like that. And the Universe 6 tournament confirms this. One person in particular is watching on, Zamasu. He doesn't actually see Goku use his godly powers, but he could tell. All those rumors and theories floating around. This mortal is making a mockery of gods, and for some reason he's a rival to a god of destruction. It's disgusting, repulsive. Zamasu needs to expunge this mortal, as well as getting rid of the gods that caused this. But how could he do so? He does consider taking Goku's body, but he has a better idea. He'd rather fight Goku personally. That's too easy. He does still want to go through with this plan, but he doesn't want to do it with Goku's body. That would make things a lot less fun. He wants to personally kill Goku, and not weaken Goku in the process. He wants to truly show Goku that gods can triumph over mortals. But he is still going to need to steal someone else's body for this too. All he requires is that it's someone other than Goku, so he could personally fight this mortal. This disgusting lower life form playing as a god. And Zamasu may have the perfect idea of whose body to steal. This is where we'll leave off for now. So, what'd you guys think of this part? What do you think is going to happen next time? Who's Zamasu going to steal from? Leave your thoughts in the comments below and I'll be sure to check them out to see what you guys think. As always, if you liked the video, be sure to drop a like. And let's try and hit that like goal from the beginning of the video so we can get another part of the series. If you haven't already, why not subscribe? As well as clicking the bell icon to be notified about any future uploads on my channel, including any other parts of the series or any other videos like it. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.